My name's Jake, and I found a bunch of pornographic magazines inside a dead man's house. Not just any old magazines, Australian softcore pornography from the early 90s. Now, me and my little mate Pete want to invite you to have a look at some pretty rude stuff with us. So hold on to your stiffies, everyone, and welcome to Smut Club 1990. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Smut Club 1990. My name's Jake Smith. I'm in the shed out the back of Mum and Dad's house, and I'm joined by my little mate from a few grades below. It's bloody fucking Peter James. How are you, buddy?
Mate, I'm very good. We are at the end of another Tockley Tuggin trip around the sun.
Oh, mate.
This is our last episode for the year. 2021 is about to leave us. 2022 we're about to welcome into the shed. I hope 2022 likes tugging its little dick to porno, because we intend to keep tugging dick in the new year. But again,
absolutely,
it's you and I this week, baby. It's just you and me.
Is.
Everyone's on school holidays at the moment. You know, people are camping. We can't ask people to come and talk to us about this shit when they've gone back home, you know. So it's just you and me this week again. Is that all right? Are you upset? Are you happy?
No, I'm happy. I like the episodes where it's just you and me. I like them with guests. I like them regardless. But I like having a chat to just you sometimes, because as we've explained before, I think we've synced up our sense of humour. We know, generally, I've got like a 95% strike rate on what's going to tickle you. I think I've got that down pat. So it feels like there's a nice connection. There's a nice intimacy to this one. And I do mean intimacy in the sexual context, because I do have a stiffy right now.
Well, 95% of the time that you do make me laugh, it's because 95% of the time it's just you wearing like a hyper-realistic mask with no shirt on.
Yeah.
That's pretty much mostly the thing that you do to make me laugh when we're together.
Yeah. Like, I think if someone was to ask me what my actual comedy style is, like, I don't know how to describe my stand-up. I'm like, I don't know. I do 10 minutes of stuff that's relatable, and then the rest of the humour in my life is generally like I try to pull my pants up as high as I can and squeal, like something really fucked
man,
up,
for the listener, if you want to see Jake in all of his glory, in the way that I find him the most funny, go to my Instagram at diapetes, DIA_petes. Figure it out yourself, you fucking idiot. But go to my, like, the little highlight and go and click the one that's my mate Jake. It's like the fucking funniest thing. When I get in a down mood, I go and watch that and I feel way better. Yeah.
Or just me.
I go and have a little
dancing around in a fucking doona cover.
Yeah, dancing around in a doona cover, singing Banana Phone at people. Us hanging around Sydney before it fucking crumbled to dust.
Oh, mate.
What a time.
Absolutely. You know, there's a photo of me drinking red wine in Sydney, and you put the caption on it that said, Sydney, you have Jake Smith's on the red wines, you have your final chapter tonight. And I pretty much pinpointed to exactly when the Delta outbreak would have started kicking off. Like, they announced 4 days later, it's like, oh, someone's been active for 4 days. I'm like, I don't want to say I did it, but I don't know.
You encouraged people to mingle.
There's a correlation. I don't know. Whenever people saw that I was on the red wines and there was audible gasping and people hugged each other more for comfort, and then they evacuated and they were bumping into each other and coughing, and there's some kind of correlation with me being there. Anyways.
Oh, but yeah, go and have a look at that. My mate Jake, the story highlight on my Instagram. Fuck, it makes me laugh so much.
Now, Peter, this week we have. There's a few different articles that we could have done this week.
Yep.
Because there's some that I would be really good for a guest. We've got a cash man coming up, by the way, just a little reminder. So I'll be talking to Tori Snyder to see if she wants to come back as cash man. Or should we get Anthony Cashman and then see if we can pit the two Cashmans against each other?
Even if we can't get Tori, we should just get her to send recordings of her reading it at the bare minimum. Like, we've got to get her back just to do the voice.
Absolutely. But this one, we've opted for a little bit of smut this week, because it's been a while since we've done, a bit of smut. We've done fucking the Marge Malat one, and the guy with the tiny surfboards. Last week, I can't even remember. What was last week?
Last week, that was, what did we do last week? It was just you and I. Oh, chick making art out of piss.
Oh, yeah. See, we've gone into filth. But we haven't gone into any real smut. Yeah. And I think as a Christmas treat, we're going to go pretty hard on this one. Now, I will say at the start, well, actually, you know what? If you are listening to this and you're still listening right now and you're going to get offended, then this isn't the podcast for you. Okay? If you've made it past everything we've said so far, then, you're still shocked here, then, yeah, I'll be very surprised, mate. So this one's called The Pictures Sweaty Sex Tool Review. And it's written by a woman, so that's good to know. Okay? It says, by The Pictures resident nympho, Sonia. Oh, sorry, I didn't pronounce that correctly. By The Pictures resident nympho. Bit of a callback to Jenny Vanderpool there for our avid listeners. Sonia.
Sonia, a classic nympho name.
Oh, absolutely.
Have you met Sonia? She cannot get enough of rooting. Sonia fucking loves to root.
It's not an overly sexual name, is it, Sonia?
Yeah, and she's the resident nympho as well. She lives there,
yeah,
she pays rent. She contributes, she does the dishes, but she also will fuck the living shit out of you if you get if you get complacent.
Or herself in this instance here, because we've actually got five different reviews of sex toys here. That's why they said sex tool. I like how they've still tried to, the masculinity prison is still present there, where they won't call it a toy. It's not a fucking toy, man. I'm not fuck-assing around. It's a tool.
You got to put a fucking Makita battery in it, dog.
Yeah.
You got to pull start it.
Mate, I'm just having a look here. These are very 90s looking sex toys. And we'll go through and describe each one of them here. But I haven't, like every article, I haven't read ahead any of this, so I don't know what's coming up here. But I will start it off in the corner if that's okay. Yeah, we might go one for one.
You are. I am having a little, I've just done a quick skim of all of them. And I would say, just visually, 3 out of the 5 here properly look like... if you don't look too closely, obviously, at the minute details of them, you could absolutely see them in a kindy. As a learning toy.
Sorry, I just pulled back on being very crook then.
Proud of you. Very proud of you.
Did you see me? Just false starting, convulsing. Yes, Peter.
Let the clutch out too fast, mate. The brain stall.
Oh man, doing a social stall. Clutch in, buddy. All right. So yeah, they all look very dated though, and cheap. They look cheap. But let's have a look here.
Yeah, it's the sex toy equivalent of the stilts you used to make with 2 buckets and a piece of string. That's what we're looking at.
Man, I'm so glad I wasn't the only one that did that. I fucking hell.
I mean, it was good fun.
Very vivid.
It was good fun, as are the love beads, I would assume. Jacob, take it away.
All right, here. The love beads here. And this is written by the Pictures resident nympho, Sonia. It says here, love beads are one of the East's best-known secrets. Sorry, ding, ding, ding.
The East's?
The East, capital E for East as in the Orient. So, I didn't realize that's their best known secret.
Yeah, a bit of an
I would argue.
Then.
I don't know, but best known secrets. Write that down, festival lineup. Thank you. Okay, so love beads are one of the East's best known secrets. They can. I'm not putting that on when I break. I really can't get through this. They can be used for rooting or wanking and are for both sexes. If you own a bum, you can have a go.
This is harking back to an original episode of owning your genitals or owning your...
Yes.
Because remember it was a Tockley...
Choosy owners.
Choosy owner, that's right. It's back to the ownership. It's always about capital.
They're so obsessed with objectifying things, they objectify their own body. Yeah. It's not my bum. I own this bum. This is an object bum. I like it. It can be used for rooting or wanking. So, solo, duo, either one. That's fine. It says the simple design hasn't changed for centuries, except the balls are now plastic. Now, 50 centimeters of cord holds 1.5 centimeter diameter beads at 5 centimeter intervals, and at the end is a ring. Now I think we've all seen these kind of beads before.
Yeah, it's pretty much exactly what you're imagining. Yeah, it's beads on a string. There's a little fucking circle at the end that it's all tied to.
I must say this looks particularly cheap. This is Like, I've never used I will admit, out of the sex toys I have been a part of for both rooting and wanking, I've never gone down this route that I can recall. These honestly are just a bit of string. That shouldn't be going in a bum. I don't think that's a recipe for germs.
Yeah, this is they shouldn't call these love beads. They should call this dog that ate floss simulator.
So it says at the end is a ring. Now, ideally, one should lubricate the beads, the bum, and the inserting finger before attempting to place the love beads. And make sure your bowels are empty. Insert the beads gently, carefully, and deeply. This is getting quite sensual, actually. It said, my man loved watching me squirm.
Oh no.
That's not something you should enjoy watching. Like garden spider down the back when you're in the yard. You're just watching. You know the thing where you're trying to reach behind your back because you think something fell down? Oh, look at that fucking squirm.
He's just getting off on putting salt on leeches. He's like, oh yeah. Oh fucking oh yeah.
It says, my man loved watching me squirm beneath him as he pumped away and slowly pulled the beads out of my bum, one at a time. I think using bum in this context is so childish.
Right, Andy Griffiths.
The
day my bum made me go squirmy.
Oh my God! I slowly pulled the beads out of my bum, one at a time. Although, what does Sonia sound like? I reckon Sonia's... Because we don't have a picture of Sonia. Imagine if Sonia's like a little tuck shop lady, a little 4'11".
Yeah, so my man really loved watching me squirm beneath him as he pumped away and slowly pulled the beads out of my bum.
One at a
Anyway,
time.
kids, can I get you a crumb sausage?
You want a sunny boy? 2 sunny boys, they'll be 80 cents.
Hey, Sonia.
Who wants a tornado potato?
Careful, don't stick it up your bum.
Anyways, the response was a great thrill. Sorry, the suspense was a great thrill. Oh, as he's kind of pulling them out, so they're like, bloop, bloop. Cool. And added mystery to our rooting. I don't reckon there's that much mystery.
Well, it is one of the Ace's best known secrets. But wait, what's the mystery? Oh, I feel 5. Hang on, how much?
It's a real game of Pudo. I've got Sonia's boyfriend in the bedroom with the anal beads.
It's a real mystery. I can't tell what it is, but I feel 50 centimeters of cord holding 5 1.5 centimeter diameter beads at 5 centimeter intervals. Oh, that's what I'm feeling. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, Sonia. It's a real whodunit. There's only 2 of us here. Who could it be? Who's pulling these anal beads out of my ass? If it's not me, is it the other fella? Anyways, whatever. So suspense was a great thrill, add mystery to our routing. We climaxed simultaneously when he pulled out the beads completely. Now it says they can all... Yeah, speaking of rip starting the mower.
Oh, God.
Yes.
So fucked.
All right. Here we go. Okay. All right. I'm going to get through this one. One go. All right. You ready?
Yeah.
This is the final sentence.
Yeah.
I've just skim read it. They can also be worn in the smoo. At least till they've rolled around long enough to cause it to cry out for cock.
Give me Tockley, dog!
Give me Tockley, dog.
They can then be inserted in another orifice. I reckon I know which one. Up the schnoz. They can be inserted in another orifice to spread more joy. Just don't forget to wash up afterwards. Well, that was absolutely horrible. Wowee.
Yeah, horrible, but strangely scientific on some level. You know, there was real hey, you got to wash it, you'll get an infection type of thing. This is how far it's spaced apart, 1.5 centimeter diameter. It was okay, it wasn't quite as fucked as it could have been.
Oh, you don't think so? You don't think about these love beads that can be worn in the smoo until it cries out for cock?
Well, I mean, that bit's probably a point of difference to what I'm talking about, but...
Yes. I understand what you're saying. Logistically, technically, very specific. Sure.
And then they were like, oh, it's still the picture, in the smoo, cry out for cock.
Yeah.
But then, don't forget to wash up.
Don't forget. Yep. Absolutely. You would, yeah. Give him a little spray. Okay, well, the next one here, I think I might get you to take, Peter. This one is directly under in the green.
I'll read this one because it's actually my nickname. So this one's the Deluxe Ejaculator.
Okay.
So that's what they call me up in Far North Queensland.
Okay.
When I was up here for Christmas, they're like, "Who's back?" Oh, the what ejaculator's back? The Deluxe Ejaculator returns from Brisbane. The prodigal come. All right. Here we go.
All right.
Okay, this little job's designed for the horny man who wants total independence, who isn't too worried about the finer details of good head. Powered by 2 AA batteries and a hand pump. It sounds like a fucking, like a pageant again. Powered by 2 AA batteries and a hand pump. This model, out of Mullumbimby, and a hand pump, the Deluxe Ejaculator has an accommodating 13 centimetre double-walled sheath made of soft latex to inflate around the penis to give you the perfect fit. I'm going to say more than accommodating.
Wait, no, 13 centimetre.
Oh, sorry. I've just remembered that a centimetre and an inch are different, and I stand by what I said. No, I have a tiny little cock.
I don't think... Okay, well, yeah, sorry, that is... I'm not going to argue, talk about the girth of or the length of any... that's below average.
Is that saying 13
centimetres?
13 centimetre might be how far across? But that's massive across.
No, double walled sheet. No, that's saying lengthwise. Look at it. It's 5.5 inches, and that's accommodating. Penis sizes have changed, haven't they?
Yours might have. Don't speak for the rest of us, mate. It's such a weird looking tool because it is. It's just like what you'd imagine the inside of a fleshlight looks like. But it's weird because it's like the shape of a dick. It looks like someone skinned another dick and is letting you fuck it. You know what I mean? It's like so gross.
It looks fucking awful, doesn't it? And that weird like little red tip. Like, it doesn't look good. Anyways, how do you use it?
Okay, yep. The sheath acts as your desired one's throat.
Oh,
I see what's happening. While the multi-speed vibes loosely resemble a fast-flicking tongue. Oh.
Yeah, I reckon loosely is the is the keyword there.
Oh, God. As he's the penis owner.
There we go. Again.
Unbelievable.
The owner of, go on.
My man had a go at the ejaculator. We thought fitting a condom would be a good idea to protect the sheath from any spills. I watched as the tube slowly sucked the condom off his hard cock. Just sucked it off. It's hungry. It won't stop. It'll eat your chocolate. This put us both in hysterics and caused his tossle to shrivel up at the absurdity of it. That's crazy.
Fucking hell.
We haven't quite worked out to get the old fella to ejaculate in it, but why bother when you can have the real thing? What's wrong with a real throat? A real tongue? I can even hum if I want to.
All right, so that is an astoundingly terrible review.
Yeah, I love getting a gobby when someone's humming "Oh Danny Boy" at the end of it.
Danny Boy. Mate, I just love that she's gone, oi, do you want to fuck this thing? It's got the Deluxe Ejaculator. Better put a condom on. Like, how jealous are you, love? But also, I could, I'm not going to comment on the state of tarping up these days, but...
Yeah, if anyone...
Could you imagine having such low self-confidence that you tarp up for your own solo sex toy? Do you know what I mean? Like, oh, I don't want any spills. Like, come on, bruss. Live a little, fucking idiot.
Or you don't tarp up and then next morning you have to take it down to Chemist Warehouse and be like, can we get a little pill?
Yeah, shove a pill down in where the fucking AA batteries are.
Gobbled it all up. Gobble, gobble, gobble.
All right, here
I've
we
also
go.
just noticed down at the bottom of that little part, it's got the prices for all these things. So the Love Bead's $10, the Ejaculator, the Deluxe Ejaculator, mind you, $39.
Oh.
And the Double Delight we're about to read, $25. So somewhere in the middle for the frugal among us.
This one is in the packaging of it. Now, it looks like... Fuck, I'm trying to work out what this looks like. It looks like you remember those masseur sandals that you get from the chemist? The ones that have little bumps on it? Like the ones that massage your feet? Do you know what
I
I'm talking
do.
about?
No, I wouldn't say like I remember them like a fond thing I used to have. I'm not an old man like you. I don't need.
Yeah, okay. Well, it's not fond. I don't fondly remember them. But this looks shit. This looks like it's an extra piece for like a shitty board game. Like it's like a rubber. It's got knobs on it. I can't work out what it is. I assume that's gone around the.
This is the first of the three that I'm like, I can't tell how this is used without reading.
No,
it.
I don't. No, I don't know. Like the other ones, sure, I know how the anal beads they go up the ass. That's fine, or in the smooth until it cries out for cock. The Deluxe Ejaculator, that's fine. I know that's a big hole. Don't know what the pump's for, but we'll work that out in time. The Double Delight here. I'm going to read a little bit about it here, Peter. It says both Smoo and Tockley owners will be delighted with this kit, which comprises 2 penis rings and a multi-speed control unit. Now it says here, both rings plug into the control, but only can be enjoyed. But only one can be enjoyed at a time. Okay.
I'd be taking that back. I'm not buying a PS4, so I can only use one controller.
Yeah, but you only got one cock though. So to be fair.
Yeah, but this is
true?
Smoo and
You don't-
Tockley owners.
Oh. So what do you?
I
Okay.
kind of, it's got a hole in it. I assume you stick your dick in that. That's pretty much how I see everything with a hole, whether it be a bullet hole or whatever. A hole is made for Tockley. But what on this is for Smoo?
A bullet hole. Why do you go so specifically to bullet hole?
Mate, I have had very specific experiences that I call upon when we record podcasts. I don't expect to be fucking grilled about it. I said it out loud. Can we read about the Double Delight, mate? Priced at $25. Move on!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Museum of Australian History. Here we have the famed Ned Kelly's helmet. Oh, sir, please. Okay. So it says both rings plug into the control. Oh, yes, we've done that. Okay. Only one can be used at a time. Now, the attraction of the first adjustable ring is that the delightful vibrations felt is the delightful. Fuck me. The attraction of the first adjustable ring is the delightful vibrations felt when it's worn on the base of the cock.
Right, so that's the base. So you're talking about the bottom of the cock
Yeah,
there.
yeah,
Yep.
the base. Dong, 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 dong. Made of hard
Just
plastic.
4 varying thickness of pubes above your cock.
It says made of hard plastic. It delivers hands-free sensations to both partners during sex.
Hands free. Oh, you can use it while you drive.
Well, it says here it can be worn in any bonking position, or even alone, when the urge to visit Mrs. Palmer gets just too strong.
Like the palm of a hand. Very clever.
No, have you not heard? That's a very old one. Mrs. Palmer and her 5 children.
No, I've heard of my girlfriend Jill. That's another classic one. You know about that?
Ah, yeah.
The hand,
Yeah,
you look
Jack.
up the fucking J is the finger, the pointer finger and the thumb, ILL with the rest of the fingers. I've heard of that, but I haven't heard of Mrs. Palmer before.
Yeah, Mrs. Palmer and her 5 children.
I just call it my tugging hand.
I just say having a wank. It says here, face-to-face screwing is best. When it's, well, yeah, I guess so. I bet we have to do it over Zoom sometimes too. Face-to-face. That's COVID for you. Face-to-face screwing is best. It says, when it's on right, the vibrations buzz both your pussy and his balls. And also amazing is the other ring in the kit. So this is the one we're talking about. I was talking about the weird.
I'm understanding how it works.
Yeah.
I've just gotten it.
What?
Yep.
Okay.
You're there. You've clocked on what's happening.
Yes.
Yep.
So also amazing is the other ring in the kit. So arousing little nodules cover both the flexible rubber ring and what has to be its greatest asset, a protruding 6-centimeter thumb, which looks like a very welcoming cactus. What a fucking...
Oh my God.
What do you mean?
That whole thing
Jesus.
is fucking hilarious.
Look at that very welcoming cactus. Could you rub that on my smo? So the ring is best worn halfway down your lover's shaft. Nope, sorry, that's not right. Aren't they meant to be worn at the top? I've never used one. I've never used one of these things, full disclosure.
We're talking about the fleshy thing with the bumps, the cactus.
I guess so. Well, halfway down. But how do you go all the way in?
Well, you probably... I don't really understand. So... this is just a different version of the other thing. So the other thing to try and describe, it's like a magnifying glass that goes around the cock. That's what it looks like to me, a little magnifying glass. And then it's connected to like the case for some AirPods. And the AirPods would sit at the top of your cock and that would vibrate. This I thought would be the same. So you'd put it at the thing, but instead of it being like a little plastic nodule, it's like as I describe, a 6 centimeter thumb coming off the top that's bumpy.
Yeah.
So I would just assume it's got
or
the
a very
same-
welcoming cactus, yeah.
Yeah. I'd assume it's got the same application. Just one's a bit smaller, and the other one, I guess, does a different sensation. But I don't understand the halfway either. Why would you put it halfway?
I should say, just a little disclaimer there, Peter. It is Christmas time. If anyone has received AirPods for Christmas, they are worn in your ears. Please don't put them at the base of your cock.
Yeah, and definitely don't put them in the middle because that makes no sense.
No, absolutely.
Got your own little genital Berlin Wall fucking interrupting your fun.
So, if in the Berlin Wall in the middle of your cock?
Yeah, it's got to come down.
Someone liberate East Germany already. Fucking hell.
Can someone get John Lennon in here?
Okay, so it says this ring is best worn halfway down your lover's shaft, and rooting with it is very arousing. Its nodules tickled my entire smoo. And while my man pumped away, the thumb, quote unquote, the thumb, caused an orgasmic rush each time it found my clit. It said my
just for
Sonia,
and just to I know, but I'll ask you because I already know.
Yeah.
But where would that be?
Yeah.
Where would that? I obviously know, but
no, well, I know as well. So prove to me that you do. So where is it?
it's next to the like I don't have to.
Hey, listeners, listeners, hit us up on Instagram if you know where the clit is. Slide into our DMs and we'll send you out a
and
bloody.
if you get it right, because we know the answer, we'll tell you.
Obviously we do.
So just as many people hit us up as possible.
Pretty urgently because
Just
I need to find. No, it is a funny thing that of the past, the old can't find the clit kind of thing. I've always thought, like, what do you mean? It's not a fucking. It's not like lifting up the hood of the Commodore. Do you know what I mean? It's not. There's not a million moving parts down there. I understand it's the beautiful organ, all that kind of stuff, wondrous, yada yada yada. But there's like 5 things going on. Just remember them.
Yeah,
like that's where it is, and it's also like it's not like then to go G-spot. Sure, fine. Also, do your reading, fine. But it's pretty much the middle of it all. The middle, smack bang in the middle. It's the bullseye in my like. Do you know what I mean? How are you missing this? And how was this a great?
Middle.
No, I know. Maybe again, listeners, DM us if you know where the clit is. No, you know
It's
what
pretty
I mean.
obvious.
It's fucking.
It's just find the belly button. You know where it is.
Well, no, I know. Yeah, but I'm not saying it's fucking behind the back fence, underneath the rock where they fucking hide the spare key. It's pretty much the door knocker. Like, whatever, cunt. Anyways, so it says, my smoo hummed for hours. Nerve endings wide awake and dripping to go again. I loved it. She says, the ring also fits a vibrator in the same way, making my masturbation twice as thrilling. So you should put the vibrator in there. In the cock ring. The cock ring sits halfway through.
Yeah.
Happy days. MacGyvering her own little rabbit thing there. Very nice. All right. Very good.
Great.
On to the next one. Thanks, Peter.
All right. I want to. There are 2 options. I'm going to read the one on the right. But again, nickname based. This is your nickname.
Oh, you fucking asshole. I'd already locked and loaded this joke.
So this is your nickname because my nickname, as we remember, is the Deluxe Ejaculator. This one's called the Virgin. So this is the Virgin.
Very good.
Because you're a virgin and you think the clit is in the middle for some reason.
You fucking dickhead. By the way,
back in the middle.
By the way, yeah, you're getting cocky now. You're doing your little virgin joke on me, but I guarantee what you're about to read is going to come back and bite you. I haven't read it, but the sex toy is called the Virgin. Enjoy, buddy. Navigate this minefield, fuckwit.
No, mate. I got boyish charm. I'll be right.
Here we go. All right.
Oh, this is by Harry Hardon.
Oh, where's Sonia going? Oh, great.
Oh, well
don't
Sonia
worry.
can't. Well, but I thought Sonia couldn't fuck the other thing. Why is Harry here? Anyway, let's ask. We'll find out.
Here we go.
When Boxy burst in where I was tossing off, cool, and said, "Put it away, Harry. I want you to fuck this virgin I've found." I was all ears. Oh my God.
Sucked in. No comment. Go.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Harry, so the version I found, it wasn't under a bridge, wasn't me.
dig. Let's go.
Anyway, he found a virgin. I was all ears. Imagine my surprise then when he pulled out a small, soft, pink, rubbery thing that looked like a virgin's beaver. Only without the virgin around it. What the frig, I thought?
So Harry Hard-On's having a wank, and Boxy comes in and goes, "Oi, I need you to fuck this thing. It's called the Virgin." And he goes, "What the frig?" I love
What the frickin' hell?
Yeah, go on, sorry.
What the frig? I thought, if Boxy wants me to root this, I suppose I should. God, bit of a power dynamic here. Boxy didn't understand the position of power he was in. And even though he wasn't doing anything technically illegal, it's still, there is a power dynamic at play, clearly, between Boxy and Harry Hard-On. And he's taking advantage of a colleague in the workplace.
The plaintiff, Harrison Hard-On, to take the stand. All right, go on. Oh, fuck. Enjoy, buddy. I've just read ahead.
Okay.
Fucking
I've not, so
nice
let's
knowing
do
you.
it. So if Boxy wants to root this, I suppose I should. So I did. And it was amazing. When I burst the rubber
Oh, sorry.
Okay. When
Again,
I
thanks.
burst the rubber hymen.
Again, thanks in the Kia C. Go.
When I burst the rubber hymen. Memories of frenzied teenage gropes in the back seat of my Cedric came flooding back, and I felt my ball milk starting to churn.
Oh, he had to read this one. Oh, little Peter had to read this one because Jake's a virgin. You just said ball milk. Sucked in. Ball milk. Fuck yeah, go on.
Most people are just on almond or oat. We're celebrating alternatives nowadays. It's rare you can get full cream ball milk at a cafe anymore.
Just skim. Yeah.
Seconds later, it turned to cream and came spurting out in buckets when I flicked on the battery-powered vibrator, and the whole shebang started bumping around on my rampant cock. I don't know if rampant's the right word to use, but yeah, exactly like a virgin having her first fuck. I don't remember when I lost my virginity, and the girl I lost my virginity to was a virgin as well. I don't remember ever turning on the battery. She was a human woman.
Mate, also, yeah, the loss of ones, this is a tough one here, but yeah, I was a similar one when we were both our first time. And it's like, mate, there wasn't much bouncing around. There was a lot of confusion, a lot of, what happens now? It wasn't I mean, I think it took a couple of years before the bouncing around really started kicking in with confidence.
It wasn't. It was sort of a lay. It was a lay down and ask, "Is everything okay?"
Yes,
a lot.
There was a lot of everyone. Is everyone okay? Every 5 seconds.
Is that all right?
Is that okay?
Why?
Is that fine?
What's going on?
I've come. No one came. Okay, continue.
The Virgin is about as good as it gets. It's tight, it's cheap, and it doesn't want to introduce you to its mother afterwards. Fucking hell. It hasn't got any tits, but...
Harry Hard-On's given a pocket pussy. You know what I think's funny? If a pocket pussy, like if a fleshlight, if a pocket pussy came with tits, but just like, I don't know if you've ever seen an electric upright bass where they just really strip it back to just the bare essentials rather than have the full body. That's what I imagine is just like a fleshlight, and then there's an attachment and like a very thin kind of stilt, and then at the top it's just got two fake norks. So while you're rooting this thing, you've got those fucking bouncing in your head.
It's just connected by a spine, like an actual spine.
Yeah. It's got a weird little spindly thing. Hold on. Yeah, you can kind of Meccano your way to an actual woman. Okay, here we go. Whole fleshlight with tits. Maybe, I'm just Googling this here just to make sure that the AFP are knocking on my door anytime soon. Let's see if they can get here by the end of the episode. Sorry, boys, I'll be with you in a minute. All right, fleshlight with tits, and not in incognito because I don't give a fuck. All right, fleshlight with tits. Images. Yeah, no, that exists.
Is it how you described?
Mate, I've got to send you this right now. I need to send you this right now. I'm going to lose my fucking mind. Anyone right now, look up fleshlight with tits.
Do you want me to just Google it?
No, I'm going to send it to you. I want this in our chat history.
Okay.
I need to throw off the algorithm. I'm playing a game with fucking metaverse. All right, here we go.
Take that, Mark.
Have a look at that. Have a look at that. Have a look at what I've just said you.
I'll
It's
have
a
a little
fleshlight. It's a fleshlight with tits, but the tits are directly.
Have you ever wanted to fuck a sternum?
Mate, the listeners, there's a big set of novelty silicone tits.
Oh my God.
And the vagina bit is directly below it. Like there's no belly button, there's nothing, there's no
Like
gap.
right-
It's almost in the middle. So they're like, that is fucking obscene.
That is so funny.
That is.
It looks like a face too. Like it looks like a
Yeah.
little
Yeah.
a little woodland creature going like.
Yeah. Is that little Hasbulla you're doing?
Yeah,
there? Yeah. It looks like It looks like Hasbulla. The little bug-eyed nature of it. Can we put that on Instagram? I think we might.
Merry Christmas. Here's a flashlight with tits.
Fuck me, that's grim stuff. All right, we got one more article to do, and then we'll get through. What's our time? Oh, we're making good time for this one. All right, here we go. Here we go.
All right, one more toy.
a
A tool, sorry. It's not a toy.
Okay, this one, the G-Spot Vibrator. I wonder what it does. It says the genius, once again, the picture's use of the term genius. Last time was applied to a little techie kid who carved fucking surfboards out of plywood. But here we have the genius who designed the curved head of this most precious toy. Or this most precious toy. But the G-Spot Vibrator by J.R.R. Tolkien.
The G in G-Spot stands for Gollum.
It stands for genius, you fucking idiot. All right. Oh, you hit my genius. You hit my genius spot. Yeah.
Zoinks!
Well, you hit someone's genius spot and they just recite pi to 100 places. 3.14260. All right. Fucking hell. What do my neighbours think I do all day? Because they can't hear you talking. They just hear me. They just hear me doing whatever. So the genius who designed the curved head of this most precious toy ought to be honoured with the award of the ultimate orgasm. The sculpted head of this solid 20-centimetre multi-speed vibrator. Well, that would barely even fit inside the Deluxe Ejaculator. You'd still have about 7 centimetres shy. Well, anyways, I guess you wouldn't want to combine the two. This 20-centimetre multi-speed vibrator gently teases the hidden spot deep inside every smo.
Yep.
Not much else can hit the spot with so much pleasure. Well, speak for yourself, Sonia. Lying on my back with my legs spread wide, I tickled my C spot with the G spot vibrator and found it effective there too. Have you ever heard the clip called the C spot?
Oh, I was honestly trying to figure out what the fuck the C spot was. I was like, they've stuck the G spot up there and gone, yeah, that's cancer.
Well, aren't we all, mate? Aren't we all just trying to figure it out? Eh? Yeah. With the front bit fucking hell, shit. With the front bit satisfied, I eagerly slid the weapon deep into my horny smoo. That was fucking tough to read. I felt a warm, wet feeling when the soft head, with its low pulsating vibes, woke up my G-spot and sent my love juices gushing like a torrent. Okay.
A torrent, hey?
Right.
Someone's watching illegal movies.
No, I was about to say, I hope she's fucking put the VPN on there. Get in blade trouble. Get off the pirate bay, Sonia. A few more strokes rocketed me into a type of suspended orgasm. Revving up the modern masterpiece soon ended the suspension, but the pleasure was all mine as my smoo gobbled up all 20 centimetres of Jesus Christ, all 20 centimetres of buzzing latex, triggering a fantastic orgasm. Now it says here, I recommend the G-Spot vibrator to everyone lucky enough to have a G-Spot or to own one even. For those who haven't, a little riddle at the end, for those who haven't, buy one for someone who has. All right.
I'll tell you what.
Very good.
We've gone past it, but I don't like the use of the word gobbled up.
No, I really don't
That's
like
the
that.
second time
really
there's eating taking place in this. Gobbled up, it just makes me think of like a turkey or a chicken or something. Like I'm trying to come and I'm just thinking a chicken run.
Yeah.
I don't want to be a cream pie.
Mate, It is just the words she uses. This whole magazine where it's the gobble, like, why is it this yuck? Oh, my smooth, engorged, and gobbled up cock, tockley, tossle dog. Like, it's so... It's not... There's nothing sexual about this magazine at all. It's absolutely disgusting.
Yeah, I'm glad Sonia's having a good time. It's kind of strange that Harry Hard-On jumped in there to fuck a what looks like a piece of fucking meat you get from a butcher.
It does look pretty disgusting. Like, there's not much.
Mate, you chuck that in the air fryer, that'll crisp up real good.
Fuck off, dude. That's
you could get crackling on that, I reckon.
That's horrific.
It looks like pork belly. The virgin looks like pork belly.
That is fucking disgusting.
I don't think it's a good thing. I'm just saying what I say. Oh.
I don't know. Well, can we at least take a positive spin on this week's episode? Is it good that they're celebrating healthy, consensual exploration with partners and of oneself, so you can explore your body? This is probably ahead of its time. Is that the one good thing we can say about this week's episode?
I can say heaps of good things about this week's.
I mean, it was very funny, but it was quite crook.
No, I mean, I can say, like, just personally, reading all this, my ball milk is bubbling.
Churning.
It's churning. It's bubbling. Honestly, the moment we hang up this, it's turning into cream and it's going to spurt out buckets.
Fucking hell. Yeah, in case anyone missed that, Harry Hard-On's ball milk started to churn, and seconds later, it turned to cream. Ball cream. What was the other one? We said prong cream.
I forgot about prong cream.
If you need to, I think about prong cream, I reckon every 2 days. It just pops in my head. If you need to halt prong cream production was my favourite way to say, I'm going to cut, if you're about to ejaculate and you need to stop that, immediately you need to halt prong cream production. Isn't that how you describe it, Peter?
Yeah, absolutely, man. Yeah, every time I've ever gone into a cafe, they're like, what do you want? And they're like, prong cream. Yeah, no, halt. Halt, good cappuccino maker.
Oh, my God. All right, well, that brings us to the end of this week's episode. Peter, I think it was quite enjoyable.
I've had a wonderful time.
Now, listeners, we will be back next week with a guest, but we hope that you enjoyed this intimate episode just the same when it was just the two randy little boyos. Now, Peter, what if... Oh, fuck, hold on.
What have you done?
Bloody ripped my headphone out. Did I miss anything?
Oh, mate, I just said one of the funniest things.
So, listeners, this is coming out... Oh, sorry, by the way, it's a day late. Sorry about it. Sorry about it, listeners. It's a day late.
Time.
It's Christmas time, so
how
I was celebrating.
Shut the fuck up. Jake was in Proserpine.
Yeah.
So he couldn't record because you're not allowed to be horny in Proserpine or you get killed.
It's Proserpine, not pussy time. Fuck.
All right, mate. Well, I've had about enough.
Yeah, I got to go. Yeah, I think I'm going to go forever, actually. I'll see you later, boys. Good knowing you. Delete my address. Did I ever tell you? I'll tell you about that later. That's a little inside joke, that one. So anyways, I'm up in Cairns with Peter next week, so I'll be hosting Laughing Heart Comedy on January 3rd. So everyone who's in Cairns, come on up. I'm up there fucking every month at this rate, so come on up and say hello and bloody give me a kiss on the lips if you're Omicron free. And Peter, why don't you tell people about what I'm doing? Hey, be nice and kind.
What you're doing, man? What you're doing?
Yeah.
Trying to figure out a way to still appear attractive to women despite the lack of hair. But also lots of comedy, lots of stand-up comedy shows happening down in Brisbane, which I will be returning to my new home on January 4th.
Sorry, cunt. Since you've been here, you spent more time not here than here.
To be technically, I was in Brisbane for a month and a half, and I've been back in Cairns for 3 weeks. So you're wrong, but it is a long time to return to somewhere you just left. I do understand.
Mate, it is obscene. Like, what are you doing? You're meant to be here.
It's Christmas time, mate. My mum gets lonely, mate. Okay, she doesn't have any bloody tools, You know?
I know. What do you think I'm flying up, bros?
Hey, come on now. Don't ruin my mum. But yeah, no, if you're in Brisbane, go to Good Chat Comedy Club. That's what I should tell you to do. Go along. You guys are running all the way through. You haven't taken any breaks. We're cowards up here. It's Monday, the 27th of December as time of recording. We should have a show because we have shows every Monday, but we're fucking little worms and we took the week off because we're lazy. Not you, mate. You're an inspiration. Yeah. Wednesday night,
Powering
Mel
through.
Buttle is hosting at Good Chat Comedy Club. That's going to be fucking awesome because Mel Buttle is one of the best in the country. So get on down to Good Chat Comedy Club every Wednesday, and then moving forward into the new year, check out the Fridays and the Thursdays occasionally as well. It's the fucking best place in the world, mate. You've done a wonderful job.
Oh, thank you so much, Peter. That was a great spruiking. You obsequious little sycophant. Hey? Is that the word I want? Obsequious?
I don't give a fuck, mate, what you want. I just want to go and leave you.
Yeah. All right, I got to go too, buddy. Thanks for listening, guys. We'll be back next week.
I hope
See you,
everyone
buddy.
had a great Christmas and New Year. Bye-bye, Jake.
Yes.
See you, everybody.
Yes, I hope I'll see you later,
I've
guys.
done my
Cheers.
bickies.
Oh, I did my bickies.
I left my bickies out for Santa.